friends, welcome to our new video. In this video, we will be covering the problems coming under part 7 section of exercise 1.3 arithmetic progression. Without any delay, let us start the problems. But before that, if you haven't watched the previous videos, please go and watch it in our channel, which will help you in understanding the concepts as well as the previous problems. Okay, so now the 14th question. In the 14th question, they have given, find the sum of odd numbers between 0 and 50. We know that the multiples of 2, that is 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, they are called as the even numbers. And 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, such numbers are called as odd numbers. We have to find what is the sum of these odd numbers which come between 0 and 50. So the first term would be obviously 1. And the last term would be 49. So 50 is not an odd number. Before 50 we have 49. So 49 is the odd number. Here a is equal to 1, d is nothing but 3 minus 1, 2 and an is equal to 49. We are taking an to find out what n is equal to is. We have to find the total number of terms which are present. So a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 49. We will substitute the values, that will give 1 plus 2n minus 2 is equal to 49 and n is equal to 25. So the number of terms within 0 and 50 are 25. Now we will find out what S25 is. S25 is nothing but 25 upon 2, 2 plus 24 into 2. On simplification, S25 is equal to 625. So the sum of odd numbers between 0 and 50 comes up to 625. Now let us find the solution for the 15th question. The 15th question is as a contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion beyond a certain days as follows. So it is 200 for the first day, 250 for the second day, 300 for the third day, and similarly the penalty for each succeeding day more for the preceding day. So how much is the contractor to pay as penalty if he delayed the work by 30 days? So here n is equal to 30. We have to find the total penalty that is to be paid by the contractor. So it can be denoted as Sn. Sn nothing but S30. Okay. And a here is 200 because the first day here is 200. We will find out the sum, that is n upon 2, 30 by 2, 2 into 200, 400 plus n minus 1, 30 minus 1 into d. D here is 50 because it is increasing by 50 here. Okay, so now let us go for further calculation, that is 15 into 400 plus 1450, that comes up to 27,750. So this would be the penalty which he has to pay. It was quite easy sum. Now let us move on to the 16th one. A sum of rupees 700 is to be given as 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall academic performances. If each prize is 20 rupees less than that the preceding prize, find the value of each prize. So they have told that a total amount which is to be given as prize is 700. So there are 7 cash prizes which they have given. But the second prize would be 20 less than the first prize. Okay. So like if the first prize is 100, the second prize would be 80, then the third prize would be 60 and so on. We are just assuming it. So let us assume the first prize to be given as x. So the second prize would be x minus 20, third prize would be x minus 40. Similarly the 7 prizes and the last prize would be x minus 120. So now Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus an. An because we know the last term, the 7th prize we know what it is. So it will become very easy for calculation. We will substitute the value. 700 is equal to 7 upon 2 into x plus x minus 120. Okay. On simplifying it comes around x is equal to x minus 60 is equal to 100 and x is equal to 160. So the first prize would be 160, second prize would be 140 and so on. Okay. So now the 17th question, which reads as, in a school, students thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. So it was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class would plant will be same as the class in which they are studying. Like if it is section A of class 1, it will plant only 1 tree. If it is of class 2, it will plant 2 trees and so on till class 12th. So there are 3 sections in each class. How many trees will be planted by the students? So they are saying that class 1 students will plant only 1 tree. Class 2 students will be planting 2. 3 would plant 3, 4 would plant 4 and so on. But in each class there are 3 sections. If each section would plant 1, then the total plants which are planted by class 1 would be 3. Similarly, for class 2, it will be 3 into 2, that is 6. 3 into 3, again it would be 9. And if it is of class 12, it will be 12 into 3, which is equal to 36. So the AP would be 3, 6, 9 up to 36. There are totally 12 classes, so N is equal to 12. A here is 3 and D here is 6 minus 3, which is equal to 3. We have to see what is the S12. S12 is nothing but 12 by 2, 6 plus 7 into 3, which is around 6 into 39, 234. So there would be around 234 trees which will be planted by the students of that particular school. Now let us move on to the 18th question, which is, a spiral is made of successive semicircles with centers alternately at A and B, starting with center A of radii 0.5 cm, 1 cm, 1.5 and so on. What is the total length of the spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles? So in this question, a very quite tricky question, but it is very easy. You have to understand it in a proper manner. First of all, what we will do, we will take A as center, okay, and we'll start with B. So there would be a loop in a form of a semicircle. The length of this loop will be L1, okay, it would be L1, and the radius from A to B, it would be 0.5 centimeter. Then we will alternate this and we'll take B as center. From taking B as center, we have already drawn this L1 is completed, okay. So we'll draw another semicircle from here. Now this becomes our L2. For L3, what we will do is, so this one is L1, this is L2. For L3, we will take A as center and another time we will draw this loop. This is L3. The first time the radius would be 0.5. For the second time it would be 0.1 centimeter, and similarly the third time would be 1.5 centimeter would be the radius, okay. So here the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, okay, it is nothing but 2 pi r. But the circumference of a semicircle, here it is only a semicircle, okay. First time it was only a semicircle. When we are taking 1.5 as radius, we will take only a semicircle. So what we will do, we will divide it by 2, because it is only a half circle. 2 pi r divided by 2 is nothing but pi r. L1 here is nothing but, so L1 is the first semicircle, which is nothing but pi into r. R for the first time is 0.5, okay, so it is 0.5 into pi. L2 would be pi into r, the second semicircle, that is 1 pi. Similarly, L3 would be 1.5 pi, L4 would be 2 pi. So the AP here is, so the AP would be 0.5 pi, pi, 1.5 pi, 2 pi and so on. Here A is 0.5 into pi, D is nothing but pi minus 0.5 pi, that is again 0.5 pi. We have to find what S13 is. S13 is nothing but N upon 2, that is 13 by 2, 2 into A plus N minus 1, that is 12 into D. Okay. We will simplify it further. That is 13 by 2, 2 into 0.5 is nothing but pi, plus 12 into 0.5 is nothing but 6 pi, that is 7 pi, it comes up to 7 pi. So 13 into 7 pi divided by 2, which is totally, which comes up to 6.5 into 7 pi, that is equal to 143 centimeter. So this would be the total which comes. Okay. So the S13 here is 143 centimeter. That is the length of this spiral. When it goes up to 13th one, it comes up to 143 centimeter. So all of these word problems, they may look lengthy, but once you understand them, once you solve them, they are really very easy. So you have to read it properly, understand them, and then you have to know what is A, what is D, and so. This is all for today. The remaining portion will be uploaded in the remaining part. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.